to the first ever video for purefx My name is Hutch. I will be the guy that will be running through technical analysis videos with you, trade breakdowns, performance breakdowns, and many more. So let's jump straight into this midweek technical analysis video. So starting off from when the market opened up, as you can see, we continued this overall bearish momentum that we saw after the impact of the non-farm payroll event last Friday. And then as you can see, price continued to move sideways, consolidating in a sideways fashion with a top side resistance of the level of 0.70600 and the bottom side support of around 0.70370. As you can see, price held within this sort of range for quite some time. We did see some breaks above, as you can see here and here, but overall price did sort of move in that sideways consolidating fashion until yesterday at around 4 p.m. where we finally saw a break of that bottom side support and saw price continue down, creating a New York session low of 0.70053. From there, then price is sort of consolidated we're keeping now that bottom side support that we saw for that last consolidating range, and we're now acting on that level as a resistance. You can see that initial push up was to that previous level, so we sort of saw a break and retest pattern form. However, the bottom side support has continued to hold up. We did see the Asian session lows swept this morning inside the London session, as you can see, prior to that New York session open, which we are currently in. Upon New York session open, we did see some significant volume carry price up to our 200 MA and also our top side resistance, which was our previous bottom side support. And then from there, prices started continuing bearish. However, one thing to note, I will go down to the lower time frames as well. One thing to note is we are starting to create that higher high and higher low formation or pattern, if you will. So we've created this higher high here, followed by a higher low, higher high, and then followed by a higher low. You can also see on the minute 15 time frame that price has pushed up to this top side resistance level again, that same level where price was testing on as support, and we've also tested that 200. So a significant level of resistance was found at this area. However, as you can see, price is starting to hold up on our 50 moving average, and you can also see, if you was to draw in a sort of rough trend line, you can also see where price kept continuously testing as resistance, and price has actually rejected off of this level of support. So what could that potentially mean for the future of AUD/USD this week? So first things first, obviously we are still in this overall consolidating range, and until we see a break of either side of these POIs, we're not going to expect any significant moves. However, we could still continue to see some consolidation and some quite volatile consolidation within these two ranges here, this top side resistance and this bottom side support. So overall, there's a couple of scenarios that could take place from here. We could see that rejection of this 50 of that sort of trend line support that we just established. We could see price reject off of this level, continue to push up to that level of 0.70370, break through the resistance, break the 200, and then continue on to our next point of interest, which would be our top side resistance from the start of the week's consolidation. That's one scenario that we could possibly see. However, if we do see this 50 fail to hold price up, then we're going to expect price to push to our next point of interest, which is currently our bottom side support of around 0.70080. If we see this level broken through, then we're going to obviously expect continuation. If price holds up, then we're going to accept continued consolidation. Basically, the main things that we're waiting for here is to see a break through this top side resistance or a break through that bottom side support. And until then, we're just going to accept continued consolidation between this range here. Just a little insight into what you are going to be in for in the future. So we're going to be posting 2 video technical analyses per week. So it will be our midweek, and then we'll do a post-week market review at the weekend, just to sort of go over what's happened in the overall week, and then sort of assess where we could expect the market to go the next week. Midweek, which is obviously what we're doing today, where we're going to jump in the middle of the week and sort of understand what's happened from sort of Monday up until now, and then what we could expect to see for the rest of the week. And then you'll also be getting a start of week technical analysis, but that will be sort of in a write-up form, posted into the Telegram and also posted onto the website. So of course you can check that out at any time. You'll also see some extra videos like trade breakdowns here and there. We'll give you some tutorials, we'll give you some performance updates, and potentially just some general trading videos in the future. So yeah, this was the first ever video for Purefx signals. I hope you have all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. We are currently sitting on like 1 subscriber, and I think that's me. So yeah, it would be nice to see some engagement. Anything, comment, a like, a subscribe, anything will be muchly appreciated. So I hope you have enjoyed. I'm looking forward to catching you in that post-week market review. Good luck in your trading week, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.